Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. So we are continuing the S4HANA classes. Okay, so today we are going to look into the PR configuration or PR process in S4HANA. Okay, so PR is the first step of our P2P cycle. If we discuss about the P2P cycle, means procure to pay cycle. If we consider about the P2P cycle, PR comes the first process where the P2P process will start. Okay, so what is a purchase requisition? So if we understand it in a layman language, so let's say there is a requirement or there is a demand of a product. Okay, so that is basically called as a PR, okay, purchase requisition. So let's understand it in a very layman language. So let's say, uh, I believe you know in every household, if you are going for a monthly, let's say ration or something, right? So you list out all the product that you need for this month and you write it down how much quantity you need and you go to the grocery shop or you can go online, you can purchase those kind of things. So similarly in the business also, they will need some product, they will need some service or anything they will need. So for that one, let's say there is a requirement for this month or requirement for today, there is some product is needed or some service is needed, so you need to create a document for that, right? So you will create a document for that one, so that is called a purchase requisition. So purchase requisition can be created manually. So purchase requisition can be created manually or it can be created automatically by the system or by any kind of, let's say, MRP process is there. By MRP also purchase requisition can generate automatically, or by APO there is a let's say module, SAP module is there, APO module is there. So by the APO module is also we can generate the purchase requisition, or we can create the PR with respect to SD or PM documents also. Okay, so SD means whenever there is a third party process is there. Third party process means whenever there is a purchase order can be created by the sales order, from the sales order, when there is a sales order through that, so that will be creating a purchase requisition. So we will see that in the advanced process, like when we will be going for the third party procurement or let's say STO process, whenever we are going at that point of time, maybe we will see that scenario. Okay, so PM from the plant maintenance perspective also it can generate automatically. Let's say for the plant maintenance, if any kind of maintenance is scheduled for that one, what kind of material will be needed, a purchase a requisition can be generated from that also. So um, uh, these are the basically areas from where we can create a purchase requisition. So either you can create it manually. Let's say you are in the let's say stores department, you are just going through the, let's say about the manual process. Okay, so let's say you are you are working in a store department, so daily there is some requirement for some product, for the stock you need some product, so you are just running around or you are just roaming around the store and you see that there is some stocks are lacking, so you need some product. So for that one you can create a purchase requisition. So similarly for the other process also, let's say MRP run will generate likewise also. Okay, MRP means whenever there is a requirement, let's say for daily wise, monthly wise, weekly wise, there will be a MRP run will be there for that particular product, how much quantity is needed for, let's say, coming month. So there will be a MRP run, and from that MRP run it will generate a requirement. From that one it will create a PR also. Okay, so don't worry about those process right now. Just understand the purchase requisition. When we will be going to the MRP scenario, when we will be going to the third party scenario, we will be looking into this like this PR creation by MRP run, this PR creation by SD document. We will be going through that one. Okay, right now just understand this thing. So now, before going to create a purchase requisition, you need to do some configuration in the SAP, or before your end user will create a purchase requisition, first you have to do some background or backend configuration in the SAP system, so that your end user or your business user, they will be able to create a purchase requisition. So what are the configuration steps are there. First thing is number range. So you need to assign a number range for PR so that whenever you are generating a PR, so it will having a number range so that you can understand like this is a under this number range, from the number range itself you can be able to understand this is a purchase requisition, right? So next one is your field selection. So in whenever your let's say user, or when someone is going to create a purchase requisition, what kind of fields he should enter, or what kind of fields should be mandatory, what kind of fields should be optional for him, what kind of field should be hidden for him. So those kind of things also you can manage, you can do the configuration for that one. Third thing is a document type. Okay, so document type is basically it will uh, it will control, like document type will control all the process like this field selection, number ranges, these things it will control. Okay, and it will also control like how the product or how the service is going to be procured, that will also have some let's say control on that one. How it will control we will see. Okay, so now next one is processing time. So these kind of things we need to configure in the SAP system. Now let's quickly get into the SAP system and see whatever the configurations are, and then we will be moving to the PR creation process. Okay, so here you can come to the SAP system. So now let's say we will go to the SPRO, same as of ECC system. So there is no changes or no major changes are there in the PR creation process or PR process in the S4 HANA. It is exactly similar to the ECC system. Let's say if you are using the Fury app, you can use the Fury app. If your let's say business is they need to use the Fury app, they can use the Fury app to create the purchase requisition. But otherwise, everything is same in the S4 HANA and ECC also. So now we can go to the reference IMG. From here we can go to the material management. From here we can go to the purchasing. In the purchasing we can go to the purchase requisition. Here you can see the purchase requisition. Expand this one. So you can see first thing is document type. We will go to the document types in a bit. So first you can go to the number range. So here there is a number range is there. So other than this one, there is also the release procedure is there. Right now we are not going to see the release procedure. So release procedure we will be looking into in a later phase. Okay, if you are willing to understand the release procedure, in the ECC version there is a release procedure class is there. You can go there and you can go through that class. It is exactly similar to the S4 HANA system. Okay, there is no changes, there is not much changes are there. You can go to the means process wise, process flow wise, everything is same. You can go and understand from there. Okay, so first thing we are going to the number range. If you click on the number range, if you click on here, this is here you can see there is a spec button is there. This is for display intervals. There is a pencil button is there. This is the change intervals. If you click on the number range status, you can change the number range status from here. So if we click on the intervals, we'll go here. So we are not going to change anything, or we are not going to create any number ranges, because this is an online server. I don't know what number ranges are available. There will be a lot of number ranges, means there will be a lot of number ranges will be there. So I'm not going to change anything. I will take one existing one. Okay, so mostly we can take this one, this P star, we can take this one. Okay, this is the external number range, so we can check something. Okay, so from here also, if you are new, then how you can create a number range. So you can go to, so this is a display section, you can go to this change section. So from here you can add a new number range. Okay, just click on here insert line. So here you can add a new number range from here. Okay, so just add a number range. Okay, so you can just add a new line. Here you can add a new number range. Let's say I will say ZA. I will add some from number range. I will add some to number range. Okay, let's say 1 to 100, 100 to 1000. Likewise, you can take the number range, whatever number range is available, you can take. Whenever you are working in a real project, then you have to take the number range as per your client requirement, how they are using it in their before system or older system, how it will be easy for them. So those kind of number range you have to take the consideration, like everything you have to propose, they will be approving, and then you will be creating that number range. So in some classes, coming classes, we will be going through the implementation process, how the implementation will happen. So those kind of things we will be looking into. So stay tuned in the channel. Okay, if you are new to the channel or still not have subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Okay, okay, so here you can add a number range, here you can put a from number range, here you can put a to number range. If you want to assign the number range automatically, you can leave it like that one. If you want to enter the number range manually, then you have to click here the external one. If you are clicking on this external checkbox, you have to manually, or your user have to manually enter the number whenever they are creating a purchase requisition. So you will be understanding how you can enter a number range, or how the system will automatically define once we are going to the creation part. Okay, so here you can create a number range. So I'm not going to define any number range, or I'm not going to enter any number range. If you are new, if you are practicing, then you can try it. Okay, so now let's go back. I will be using this .p. Okay, this is available, I believe. So I'll be using this 7 1 series number range is there. So I'll be using this one. Okay, so now let's go back. So next one is our field selection. Okay, so now we will be going to the field selection. Okay, so now we will go for the field selection. So you have to go to here, define screen layout at the document level. Click on this. So here if you find, or here if you check, so just scroll down. So here you can find there is a transaction label. Here you can see ME51 and ME52 53 is there. So these are the transaction label, screen layout or field selection are there. So if you click on ME51N, so if you are going to change it in the transaction label, so who are going to use the ME51N, for them, every one of them, it will be the same screen selection or field selection will be there. So here you can see there is a NBB type of field selection is there. So this is the standard field selection for your purchase requisition. So this you can assign to the purchase requisition document type. So how you can define, or how you can assign that one, we will be looking into the in the next step. So here if you want to develop, or if you want to create a new let's say field selection, so you can copy this one and you can create a new one. So we will go with this one. So see, if you are going to use the standard, there is no issue, you can use the standard one. If you want to change something, or your customer or your user needs to change something, you can change it from the field selection label. Okay, so now let's say if you select this one, go to details. Here you can see there is basic data is there, supplying plant is there, quantity and price is there. If you double click on this one, here you can find there are some fields related to this basic data. Okay, so here you can see the plant is there, item category, storage location, account assignment category, text exist, purchasing group, sort text. These are the some fields are there. These are optional entry. Everything is an optional entry. Okay, if you click on the next one, here you can go to the supplying plant selection group. Here you can see the supplying plant is also a optional entry. So here you can see there is quantity and price. So here you can see there are fields related to quantity and price, order unit, quantity, unit of measure, price. So these are all optional entries. So if you want to change something, or if your business wants to change something, let's say they are saying no, the price will be mandatory in the PR screen, or let's say the quantity will be mandatory in the PR screen, so you can enter it as a required entry. Let's say they are saying no, you don't have to enter the quantity, it should be means the let's say your user, they should not change the quantity, or they should not enter the quantity, or let's say price, they should not enter the price, or order unit, they should not enter the order unit. Any kind of field you are saying, or your business is saying that they should not be able to select those kind of things. So you can click on display. Okay, you can select this display, so it will only be shown to them, but they cannot be able to change. Okay, so these are the things. So if you want to change something, so field selection or screen selection, you can change it. So here you can see there are a lot of things are there, so you can double click on each and every section. You can go there and you can find whatever the fields are there. So let's say here you can see there is a batch is optional entry. So let's say they are saying batch should be display over here, so you can select the display. Okay, so you can select the display, but this is a standard one, so I'm not changing anything. Okay, so if you want to change something, so you can select this one, you can select this one, you can click on this copy button, there is a copy as button is there. Okay, so here you can select this one, and here you can put, let's say, whatever things you want to say. I would say, let's say ZNBB. Okay, ZNBB, I can mention this one. Description, you can say purchase requisition your plant, or something you can mention over here. Okay, so don't change anything from here, because you will be not able to understand this. Every plus sign, this dots, this minus, everything has a meaning. Okay, this has a meaning, so don't change anything from here. Field selection, just enter the field selection key and enter the description over here. Don't change anything from these dots or these let's say hyphens or anything, dash, anything, never change from here. Okay, so if you are changing anything, it will create a impact on the next, like your fields, it will impact on the fields, and you will be not able to understand where I am getting those kind of errors. Okay, don't change anything. I'm not doing anything. If you want to change, if you want to create a new field selection key, you can create a field selection key, but every time take the standard. Okay, take the standard, and from the standard you can edit something. Okay, don't change the standard one. From the standard one, copy something. From the copy, you can change. Okay, I hope it is understood to all of you. Okay, so let's go back. So here you can see there is a NBB is there. Now let's understand the same thing will be there for ME51N. Okay, if you go to the ME51N, go to the details. Here also same thing will be there, but this will be under a transaction label. So where you want to do the screen selection, you can also go through the transaction label, and also you can go through the, let's say, document label. Okay, so document label means you can give the different type of document label documents for, let's say, different types of documents will be there. Let's say purchase order document type will be there. Let's say outline agreement document type will be there. Framework order document type will be there. There will be different type of order will be there. For the different type of document, you can change the field selection also. But if you are maintaining it for the ME51N, so anyone is going to the ME51N, there it will be the same selection for all. So as per your requirement, you can do the field selection. Okay, so what was the third thing? So third thing is a document label, sorry, document type. So now we can go to the document type. So we have done the number ranges. Now we have selected the document, our let's say field selection. Now we will go to the document type. Here click on this. So in the document type, here you can see first one is the document type, next one is your description. Here there is a item interval is there. So here you can see for everything 10 item interval is there. So what is the meaning of this one? Let's say if you are taking an item interval of 10, then whenever you are entering multiple line items in the purchase requisition, then the item interval should be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, likewise, like a step of 10. If you are taking an item interval of 5, or let's say 1 you are taking, then the in the like the item interval will be like, if you are taking 1, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, likewise it will be there. So it is depending on your item interval, how much interval will be there or how much step will be there from one line item to next line item. This is the only the line item number. Okay, next one is here you have to put the number range. Okay, so here you have to put the number range, and here you have to, like, whatever number range you have created, you can put it over here. Okay, so same here you can see there is two number ranges are there. One is internal number range, one is external number range. Okay, so if you have created an internal number range, then you can put it here. If you have created an external number range, then you have to put it here. Okay, now next one is here you can see the field selection. The field selection key you have created or you are going to create, you have to put it over here. Okay, so for now this is what we need. Okay, here also you can see the NB type of purchase requisition. This is the standard one. Okay, so this is the standard one. I'm not sure if it is not changed or something. Okay, because this is an online server, many people are using this one, so might be someone might have changed, so I'm not sure. But for the standard, this is means for every system, if you are working in a offline system or offline server, this is the standard one. So NB document type is the standard one. If you want to create a new document type for your, let's say for your plant, so you can go for a new document type. Select this one, click on copy. So you can copy from the standard one, or you can click on new entries also, no problem. What you have to enter, you have to just enter a document type, you have to enter a definition or description for that one, you have to enter a item interval, you have to maintain a number range, and you have to enter a field selection. That's it. So why we are copying? Because everything has been copied from that one only. Okay, number range interval, here you can see the, this is the internal number range, RC is the internal number range, this is the dot p is the external number range. Here field selection is NBB, this is the standard one. So these are, everything has been selected already. Okay, so if you want to create, like, this is a copy option. If you want to create a new entry, in the new entry there will be a blank line item will be shown, like this one, there is a blank line item will be shown. You have to enter the these details. Okay, so I'll say, let's say I will be putting here uh, I will be putting NINB. Okay, so here let's say purchase requisition, I will say Nissan. Okay, just edit this one. Okay, okay, sorry, we have taken NINB, right? This one. Okay, so I have not changed this one. You can change the description. Okay, you can change the description. I have not changed this one, so this is not allowing. No problem. You can change this description also. Okay, now what is the next thing? So next thing is here you can select this one and you can click on this allowed item categories. Okay, click on this one. So here you can see for this purchase document, NINB purchase requisition type document, these are the item categories that are allowed to create. So here you can see standard is there, consignment is there, subcontracting is there, third party, stock transfer, service enhancement limit. So these are the item categories that are allowed to create. Means we can create the consignment purchase requisition, we can create the subcontracting purchase requisition, we can create the third party purchase requisition. These are the document type we can create. Let's say I am removing all of this. Okay, so let's say I will be deleting this one. So I will be deleting this one also. So now only standard item category is selected. So now if I'm going to create a purchase requisition, I will be only allowed to use the item category standard in the purchase requisition. So there will be item category selection will be there. Only I am going to use the item category as standard. Other than that, nothing will be allowed. So this is meant by I allowed item categories. If you are if you are going to create any other purchase requisition, let's say for consignment, for subcontracting you are going to create, then you have to assign those kind of item categories. So we will see what will happen whenever we are going to create the purchase requisition. Okay, so next one is here link purchase requisition. So if I select this one and if I click on link purchase requisition, so for this type of document, okay, for this type of document means the NINB document type, the standard purchasing cycle or standard item category, I will be able to create a purchase order or not. I will be able to create a purchase, let's say request for quotation or not. That is defined over here. If my document type or my purchasing document type is not mentioned over here, here you can see there is some RFQs are there. If I scroll down to down, here you can see there is standard purchase orders are there. These are of course these are edited one. Okay, these are not the standard one. Standard PO document type is again NB. Okay, so here you can find some NB document type. Here you can see this is the standard document type. Okay, so for this purchase requisition I will be able to create a standard purchase order document also I will be creating. If I am not having any kind of linkages over here, then for that purchase requisition I will not be able to create any further documents. So same with the purchase requisition and for the request for quotation. So whenever you are creating a new document type, okay, so if you are not copying, if you are creating a new document type, you have to assign at least your RFQ document type, your purchase order document type over here, so that whenever you are going to create a, like you are going to convert the purchase requisition to the request for quotation or to the purchase order, you will be able to do it. If you are not linking over here, then you will be not able to create any kind of purchase requisition. Okay, I hope this is clear to all of you. Now let's go back. So this is all about our document type. Okay, save this one. Okay, so we have defined the document type. Now next one is the processing time. So what is the processing time? Processing time is basically in how many days you are going to convert that purchase requisition to the purchase order. Okay, so here you can see there are some blanks are there. Here you can see 3 is mentioned over here. Here you can see it is in days. So what is meant by 3? If you are mentioning 2 or 3, so in 2 days you have to convert that purchase requisition to purchase order. Okay, that is the purchasing processing time means. Okay, if you want to understand the let's say if you want to understand the documents or anything, just click over here, click on the question mark. It will show you a document processing time required by the purchasing department, time that purchasing department required to convert a purchase requisition into a purchase order. Okay, so here you can see what is the use. The purchasing department processing time is included in the computation of delivery date. Okay, so this is the requirement. So for your plant, what is our plant? Our plant is N100, I believe. So here you can see our plant is N100, N200, 300, 400. These are our plant. So if I mention one day, right? If I mention one day, then in one day you have to convert that purchase requisition to purchase order. Okay, let's just save this one. So this is all about the configuration of purchase requisition. Okay, so that's it for today. In the tomorrow's class, we will be looking into the creation of purchase requisition. It will be a little bit more functions or features are there creation part. So we will be looking into it tomorrow. Okay, that's it for today. We will be meeting again tomorrow. So till then, bye bye, take care and keep learning.